How's it going, YouTube? As you guys know, I haven't posted a video on this truck in a long time. I try not to post too many videos on it unless something breaks on it. I did actually put a new radiator on here that I didn't record. I know a couple of you guys love seeing this truck, but unfortunately nothing really goes wrong with it, so I don't post too many videos on it. So I've been looking, if you guys remember my old channel, I used to have a second gen Cummins 24 valve that I had P pump, bigger turbo, everything cool. When I went to go buy another Cummins, the prices on them just skyrocketed. So that's how I ended up with the 1500 just for the time being, just to have something to drive to and from, and it kind of, I just love this body style truck. But finally, I've been searching super hard. Me and Jonathan both have probably the last 4 to 6 months for another second gen Cummins, and we found one. This one was cheaper than all the other ones on Facebook Marketplace. It had just popped up. I had messaged the guy as soon as he posted it. I said, hey man, go ahead and take it down. I'll go ahead and buy it. Obviously it's red, silver, has the same two-tone as Franklin over here, except he's green and silver. Also, another brush guard is also on 35s, so really similar to Franklin. The reason I'm bringing that up is because I'm probably going to go a different look with this truck. I actually have a guy coming right now to buy the brush guard off of the 2500. Obviously, came stock with the Nitto slicks, so these will be having to go. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to put another set of 35s on here. I'm probably leaning towards putting a street tire setup on this truck and kind of go back to like the old What the Duck days where I had the 420s. Probably not going to run a 420 again, but probably the same kind of setup as my old 24 valve.
Just like how on my truck, I'm going back to my OG Cummins.
Yeah, Dippin' Diesel's recording this, so we're pretty much going back to the old days, me and him both. But since I already have a second gen on 35s with the brush guard, kind of the Bubba truck look with that setup, that truck's not going to change. So since I already have it, I didn't want to have a duplicate with a 2500. So like I said, guy's coming right now to pick up the brush guard, so we got to take that off here in a second. Obviously the 35 mud wraps I've got to go because they are bald. They're actually chewed up. You can see where he's been rubbing. So if you guys didn't know, whenever you put a bigger set of 35s in your truck, you've got to trim this corner piece because obviously he didn't, and it's been chewing up this tire. But anyways, as for this truck, I paid a little bit under $6 grand for it. It has some issues, so if you guys are wondering why I got it for so cheap, it has some issues. Really bad tappet cover oil leak. I'm pretty sure the power steering is going bad, so I think it has a leak as well. I drove up 2 hours north of here to pick the truck up, and we had to literally put power steering fluid in it. It's been sitting for about 3 to 4 months and had leaked all the power steering fluid out of it, so I wanted to go test drive it. The brakes were gone. I couldn't steer it at all, so we just popped the hood, put some more fluid into it, kind of got it a little bit back to life. But on the way back, the 2 hour drive back, literally pulled into my neighborhood and couldn't even steer it into the driveway. It's so bad, which I'm going to give you the key and have you drive, because you haven't even driven it yet. But
it's the first time I'm seeing it.
Yeah, first time he's seen it. If you guys are wondering where the hubcaps are at, I do have the hubcaps. He thought it was a good idea to take the hubcaps off to put these spike lug nuts on here. Personally, I don't like spike lug nuts, so I'm going to take these off, put the regular lug nuts back in here. I do have them, and put the hubcaps back on. Interior-wise, it's in pretty good shape. The only thing really bad with the interior is the bezel is completely shot. The headliner needs to be replaced. The dash itself, so he's had this truck, the guy I bought it from, for a little bit over a year. He didn't put the dash in. I'll get to the Dove, the Dove soap as well, if you guys are curious of why that's up there. This thing has a weird backstory. The guy I bought it from was something else. Really cool guy, but he was out there. But the cover, or I'm sorry, it's not a cover, it's actually a replacement dash. I'm super stoked about that. I don't have to worry about replacing that. Steering wheel cover has to go because I was literally steering the truck on the way back, and with the power steering going out, and that cover is just loose. You can see the gaps, but I mean, it's literally loose on there. Headliner, as you can see, is all ripped up.
Let me go around to the other side.
As you can see, the headliner also needs to be replaced, and like I was just showing Jonathan, it's literally thumbtacked to the headliner, so we got to definitely take care of this. Missing some plastic pieces up top, so we got to take care of that. There's no lights in any of the lights, or I'm sorry, there's no bulbs in any of the lights, so we got to get bulbs for everything. There is a decent set of gauges in here. I know the boost gauge works and the EGT gauge works, but the temperature gauge up top, I'm not sure if it works. I'm not even sure what that really even goes to be honest with you. So I have to do some digging into that. Back seat's in pretty good shape. There is some stains. If you guys remember, I took the full interior out of the 1500 and completely extracted everything carpet-wise. There's a weird smell in here, which I'm about to get to, hence why the soap's on the dash. but it needs a full extraction. I don't know if I'm gonna take the seats out of this one. I can probably get to most of the stains without having to, but definitely need to. It smells. So we gotta take care of that. But as for the seats and everything, they're all in good shape. I'm sorry. No rips back here. I think there is actually a small rip on the.
Yeah, little small rip right there.
Yeah, but the passenger seat's good. I haven't even looked underneath here, but it looks good. As you can see, there's stains all up here. So we gotta take all that out.
Couple crumbs. What kind of crumbs are there?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. There was a leak, which actually go ahead and pop the hood. Let's go ahead and go to that.
Squeaky door, typical.
Yep. Stock. This brush rock kind of makes it a pain to open this. This one's not near as tight as on the 1500. But anyways,
what the heck does he got going on right here? Trans cooler.
It's
supposed to be right here.
If you guys have a second gen Cummins, you probably already know why all this aluminum foil is here. If you don't know, I actually made a video on this.
Dude, you made that video like 6 years ago.
Yeah, which I know it helped a lot of people. So if you have a second gen Cummins 47 RE, if your trans kind of goes in and out of overdrive when you're at higher speeds, it's because, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, it's something with the electrical frequency between your alternator and your battery, and it kind of throws your transmission in a kind of a whack. I know BD makes a noise. Was it noise isolator? I think it's called.
It taps into a wire on your was that PCM, and then it just runs to a ground.
I think it's pretty cheap to buy that, but if you literally have aluminum foil at your house, you can kind of wrap it, and it kind of solves the issue. It kind of looks a little janky. I understand that, but just
got it all the way.
Yeah, I mean,
alternator all running up.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. But I will say on the 2 hour drive back, it locked in perfect. The truck itself runs great. Trans, motor, everything runs great. It doesn't make any weird or noises, anything like that. Once again,
air filter is that, dude?
That's a hot air filter. If you guys just seen, I was talking about another leak inside the cab. You probably know why this is bypassed and why there was a leak inside the cab. But the heater core behind the dash is leaking. He didn't realize it whenever we were buying the truck, because the truck's been sitting, or he may have realized it and didn't tell me. But we did just go ahead and bypass it for the time being, so I didn't want coolant leaking inside the passenger seat. What else? There was something else going on in here too. I can't remember.
The tappet cover.
Oh, tappet cover.
What is this? Why is that blocking off airflow?
To be honest with you, I've only popped this hood like once. So I've had this truck now for probably a week at this point. I haven't updated anybody. This is the first time Jonathan's been able to come over, and this has been sitting in my yard. So it's actually about the second time besides buying a truck that I've popped this hood. So I'm still learning everything.
I don't know what this foam is.
There's actually some,
like, that's blocking off airflow to the radiator.
I don't know. But the reason I was able to get the truck for so cheap, as you can kind of see a little bit in my driveway, I parked this in the grass, and it's been parked here for, like I said, about a week. It has a really bad, this is not spray painted black and it's not brand new, this is all just oil soaked parts underneath here. So you can see the axle, steering stabilizer, everything is just soaked. It has a really, really bad tappet cover oil leak, and I'm pretty sure it has a power steering leak as well, like I was mentioning, so we'll probably have to put a new power steering pump on here. Let's see, which
aftermarket freaking homemade fuel filter bracket.
Yeah, it's custom. This truck is very weird. And oh, we didn't even show them the bed yet. So this truck used to have a flatbed on it. This used to be a complete farm truck. And let me go ahead and shut this door.
Which is surprising for how good the paint is for being a farm truck. The only thing that's ruined is the clear's gone on the hood and the roof, but it's actually pretty good body paint.
As you can see, as Jonathan was just pointing out, this red is different from the cab. This truck used to have a flatbed on it, and the story the guy was telling me was, I guess another guy seen the truck and wanted the flatbed, and he told him, hey, if you find a bed that's the same color combo as the rest of the truck, you can have this bed. So they ended up swapping flatbed for this bed, so that's why it's a different color. I think
you can't really tell on video, but it's
definitely
color.
Lighter, so it's not that big of a deal. Like I said, it depends on how crazy I want to go with this truck. I got a pretty good deal on it, so I have some extra money to spend on a Cummins. So I'm gonna throw a lot of money at it. Did you show them the exhaust yet?
No. Where is it at?
Have you seen it yet?
No.
Yeah, it's just turned down right here.
That's the same thing on Brennan's dually second gen. Just turned down.
It's
right
funny
there.
because on my old second gen, I had a dump over the rear axle, and the drone was really bad. It made it miserable to drive the truck. and that's why I ended up then coming right back here, which made it a lot better. So when I seen the exhaust, I was like, man, it's gonna be a long 2 hours back. It does not drone at all.
Really?
It does not sound bad at all. I have no idea why, because technically it's closer to the cab. My old one was dumped over the axle, so it had been farther away.
Yeah.
But it does not drone at all driving the truck. It's kind of wild.
That's crazy.
But that's definitely not staying. I haven't decided if I want to do a stack yet, because I won't be daily driving this truck. I'll still be driving the 1500 for the most part. So I don't know if I'm gonna put a stack on this truck or just go ahead and run out like a Diamond Eye out the back. But tons and tons of different options we can do.
Let's hear it.
I think about putting the roll pan on here.
I hate roll pans.
I think about there's a couple different ways. Like I said, I kind of want to build another street truck, kind of like the old truck. I'm not going to do two-tone. If I repaint this truck, I think I'm going to go like a darker red, like a maroon color, and get rid of the two-tone. And then, like I said, possibly do a roll pan. I would love to find a sport front end for this truck, like a sport grill and sport front bumper. I have a lead on one. It's kind of a low chance, but if I'm able to sell this brush guard and able to go snag that sport front end, I'll probably end up doing that. But the first thing, like I said, we have to fix the tappet cover leak so we can get this thing back on the road. Let me go ahead and crank it up, actually.
Yeah, let's hear this baby, dude.
I'm actually going to record you driving this thing so you can see how, you might not, I'm not even trying to be funny, you probably won't even be able to make the turn out the driveway. We gotta make sure.
Just throw some trans fluid in that power steering pump.
Fluid in here. All right, so we got brake fluid, the power steering.
And barely on there.
You'll be all right. I probably need to check the. As you can see, I'm missing the valve cover. Oil cap too, but also
auto zone, Vato zone filter.
I'm missing the cover for the throttle body. I don't know if you noticed that too. Missing that cover. There was something else that was weird in here. I cannot remember what it was. You already saw the bracket. Missing that cover. Missing that cover. Obviously the hot air filter that I got going on over there. Oh, I remember. There's something. Look at this. What does this go to? You know what that goes to? I asked the guy. It's like just two random wires.
I have no clue what plug that is.
I don't even know if it's showing on camera or not, but there's just two random wires that just have buttons on them. I don't know if they're supposed to go together.
I'll have to check mine. I'm not sure where that goes to.
And obviously this is for the gauges.
It could be your data link port. Can't remember though.
Maybe.
Because the data link doesn't have anything plugged into it unless you have a programmer plugged into it.
Yeah, you can just see all the built up. I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not. Look at all this built up. This is leaking so bad.
Yeah, crank this thing up.
I'm gonna go get an exhaust shot of it. Hold on, wait to start. It's been sitting, like I said, for about a week. What is that?
Hell yeah,
Don't worry about that.
Dang, dude.
You already hear it.
Oh, yeah, that's a power steering leak where you just drive around the block.
Yeah, just I don't even know if you'll be able to get out of the driveway.
The brakes. That's how you know it's a power steering pump, when the brakes start acting up.
Oh, look at I hope you ate your Wheaties this morning.
Had a nice breakfast bowl. Damn, son.
Can you feel it? I can hear it.
You can hear it. It's not bad. Like, I've driven a truck, my other truck, when it had a leak, like literally, it would sound like this when it was running out, and then you had to crank it when it was fully out of like fluid.
But she runs good. I mean, it sounds really good. No dash lights besides the low off. All the gauges work, as in the battery, obviously RPM, speedometer, fuel gauge, everything works like that.
Did T-King send you that?
Yeah, T-King Cummins, I appreciate the bezel, custom, duct tape and all.
A little bit to ship to third,
Yeah,
or is that second?
You can feel the steering. I can hear it.
Yeah, you can hear it. I mean, it's not bad though. I mean, you can drive on this for a day or two, and then you just have to add more fluid to it.
But AC works. The heat, like I was saying, there was a leak down here. There's still a little bit of a puddle. Whenever I picked the truck up when we were test driving it, it was just steadily leaking down here. Hey, so dude, that's why I had to bypass it.
Is that silencer ring out of this thing?
I didn't even check.
You hear that?
We didn't take the intake off. I mean, it sounds pretty, it's whistling a lot, so it's probably off. Oh, I'm actually missing a spike on this side.
There's a spike right here.
Oh, I guess that's the missing spike. Oh
socket.
Yeah, the key for it. Yeah. On the way back down, I forgot how much I hated these little mirrors. I'm definitely gonna have to throw a set of tow mirrors on it. But I'm super stoked and super excited to get started on this truck. It's been a minute since I've been in a 24 valve Cummins. So I can't wait to start ordering parts for this thing. And yeah, well, I guess we're gonna wait on this guy right now to go ahead and show up and pick up the brush guard. This actually might be him right here. All right, brush guard is gone. Happy guy, he has a second gen. You can kind of see it sticking out of the bed of the truck. But we got a little bit of lunch money now. Jonathan's go ahead and tightening up the bumper brackets right now. Because it uses the, also he notched this for some odd reason. That ranch hand that came on this truck is the exact same one that goes on this truck. What happened?
Where did that sand come from? I just said sand go all in my ears.
Oh man, I'm sorry. But it's the same brush guard on the 1500 over here, and it's not notched. So not sure why he notched this one. But we're gonna go ahead and tighten up those brackets real quick. This valance has definitely got to come off because as you can see, you got holes punched through it. Once again, on that one, it goes in between the bumper and the valance, so we didn't worry about putting holes in that. So that valance is gonna be the next thing that comes off, but the first mod to the 2500 is done. As you guys seen, the guy came by and bought the brush guard, so the front end's already making a major transformation. Went ahead and changed or took off the valance off the front. He had two big holes in it for the brush guard, so we went ahead and took that off. Went ahead and took the tag cover off. And I'm not sure if I showed this earlier, but there's a metal pipe hanging from the breather. So I'm probably gonna do a little investigating on that and take that off. But next, we're gonna move on. Actually, while the camera was charging, what did we find out? Oh, this alligator clip, didn't see that earlier. I'm not really sure where that's going to, so we goes
to that,
yeah, there's just some random wires over here just kind of hanging out. But we want to make sure or check to see if the what turbo is on here, because the guy did tell me it was a different turbo. As you guys know, it's a whole, or as you guys see, it's a whole set. And if you have a Cummins, you know those usually come stock on these.
But this is an automatic truck, and automatic trucks didn't come with a rubber line for the wastegate. They came with a steel line. So that's actually a turbo off of a manual truck. So,
and this Bill's custom intake, not an SMB. Take this filter off because it needs to be cleaned anyhow. Alright, there's that.
Hey, it's still in there. Dude, that thing was whistling, dude.
It must not be an HX35 because they don't whistle like that. I need to clean that badge up and see if I can see.
No, it's all corroded. I think it's an HX35.
It looks
HY
like
would
it
be
is.
a steel line.
I know the HXs are a little bit louder, but that seemed super loud. So I remember when my HX35 was in my old truck, it was not that loud. I would have bet money the silencer ring was off. So yeah, got two mods going today. So we'll go ahead and get the brush guard off, get the silencer ring off, and then we've seen something else. What else did we see? Oh, you're talking about the valve cover. What were you saying?
This valve cover is off a 99 because in the 99 they had the silver and then the red on the valve covers.
Yeah.
All the other ones just came black.
Yeah, so if you guys have a 99, definitely let me know because I'm not sure about that. He was mentioning it, so I guess there might be a different valve cover on here. Like I said, this truck is a 2001. So
Yeah, all the 99s I've seen came with that style valve or that color valve cover.
And then we just seen a service bulletin sticker as well from 2001. So
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we're gonna go ahead and yank that off and catch back up with you guys if you see something else.
Easy mod right there.
Any shaft play? No, she's tight. Nice.
Definitely whistling now, boy.
Look at this. I guess when the brush guard was on here, this literally cut to this top part of the bumper too.
Anything over here?
It's fitting.
Damn.
It's all loose.
Oh,
Oh,
it's so
actually,
broken.
we still need to take this noodle out. We were talking off camera. I think Jonathan made a good point. Maybe whenever someone was working on here, you know, a lot of guys put their tools right here, and maybe just to kind of help the bolts not fall through. But it looks like they forgot to pull it out. Unless you guys know why else this foam noodle will be in here.
Because it's foam right here, too.
Yeah, let me take all of this out. I thought maybe it was wedged in here to kind of help keep everything together, but
No, that thing's solid. I don't know why that would be in there.
they even got it right here too.
Yeah, same thing on this side.
Yeah, I'm not
Then
sure.
what's up with these coolers, dude? Trans cooler? Trans cooler's supposed to sit right here.
Aftermarket. All right, let's go ahead and shut this. If you guys seen the other clip, this was hidden in the brush guard as well. You can kind of see.
And the clips are broken.
And it's all broke. As you can see, for some reason, the brush guard, because it's not on that truck, I can open that hood perfectly fine with the ranch hand. But on this one, it was hitting the grill. So they like pushed the ranch hand back for some odd reason. This will be our first look at it without the ranch hand. Oh yeah. The door looks a lot better, especially without the veil. Look at the pipe just hanging. We definitely gotta address that. It also needs, did you show them the sway bar on here?
Nah, the
bushings
sway bar bushings
blown.
they're blown.
And it also needs tailgate bushings as well. The next video will be more in depth. I just kind of want to show off the new project and kind of just show off the brush guard and stuff before I sold it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know some of you guys would be super stoked to have me back in a second gen Cummins if you guys used to watch my old channel. So I'm super happy. I know I've said it 3 times. I'm super happy to have another Cummins in the driveway, even though it's leaking oil, hence why it's in the grass. So it's just kind of nice to be back at home. Dipping Diesel over here back and getting his old roots too. So we're just kind of going back in time. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know. If you guys are excited for this project, let me know. If you guys know why the valve cover is a different color, why there was pool noodles in it. I don't even go over the bar soap before I change the end of the video. Come here. So this guy, like recreational activities, I guess you could say. So apparently the Dove soap up there is to kind of help mask the smell of certain substances, if you guys are catching my drift. So when you got pulled over, it's supposed to throw off this scent for like canines. We're watching the baseball game right there if you guys if you guys were wondering. But it's supposed to mask the scent. So this truck really smells like plants. I'll leave it at that. And so that's why we got to really decontaminate it, do a really good seat extraction, floor extraction, just go ahead and tear it apart and clean it. Like I said, I probably won't take the seats out. I mean, look how good these seats are though, for real. And then also these covers are super nice. Jonathan was pointing those out too.
Yeah, I've never seen these on a second gen before.
Yeah, usually the paint is all destroyed right here from people, you know, just stepping in and out of the truck. But I mean, the panels are good. Oh, we didn't show them this. So I gotta fix the locks on it. The motor or something is not hooked up right, so that'll be coming up. If you guys transmission is messing up, let me know. I got the aluminum foil for it. But besides that, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and close out the video. As always, appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, let me know if you guys are excited to see this new project, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks.